So if you haven't figured out that already that I'm a terrible YouTuber, I'm sure you figure it out now. So, like, if you've been watching my series Sims of San Myshuno, because I've been going through and redoing the entire save, I started with Salim Benali's apartment, and I created this really intricate apartment, and then somehow lost the apartment. Didn't work out, because I have to go between saves to upload the apartments and the families, because I'm trying to make sure that it's not messed up. I don't know how to explain it, because I don't even know what I mean by that anyways. I don't know what I'm saying. So I lost Salim's apartment, and then I was just like, I don't really like how Salim's apartment turned out. So in order to torture myself, I redid his apartment again. And if you're not aware, in this save, Salim has a child. I want to say the age, like as in like 7, whatever. He'd probably be around 8 years old, son named Sammy. And they live in this tiny apartment, and so everything's a little crammed, beds are situated weird, and it's my kind of build. Like, I like making builds where everything's a little crammed, things are situated weirdly, but they still look right. So that's like my classic apartment, is like really crammed. You'll see a lot of those coming up. I actually don't know when I'm posting Salim's second one. I'm gonna wait a bit, maybe just make it like a bonus Wednesday, one of my videos for Wednesdays, like when I don't know what I'm gonna post. I spent a weird amount of time on this bathroom. I don't know why. I've been like heavily pre-recording, like I'm always pre-recording, but like I have fall break for like a week, so I was like, I'm gonna get some dang voice recordings done and stuff, and like builds done. And so I've been doing a lot of, because like I create a lot of families. Like, I've said this before, but I use Kaz a lot. Like, I'm constantly on Kaz. Okay, so Little Simsy has talked about this one time when she uses this. I'm sporadic, I'm sorry. This color wood, there's no match to it. And I love the bed so much, so I just continue using it, but it does piss me off. Anyways, what was I saying? Oh, so I do Kaz a lot, but I'm not the greatest builder, so I've been starting, like, that's why I started with San Myshuno, is because, it's not as much building, necessarily. And it's also why I've been doing a lot of Maxis renovations instead of building my own things, because I actually do genuinely like, some of the Maxis things, but like I just want to renovate them because like they look cool, but like the insides are always like a little bare, because they need to make that so that people whose computers aren't the greatest can still run the game. And so I've been going on their gallery and saving a ton of stuff that I want to put in my save, and I'm like so freakishly excited. I think by now I know I have the vet clinic up in Newcrest, and I am now, right after I do this voiceover and after I go talk to someone about house sitting, I'm going to be renovating the art gallery in San Myshuno and turning it into a restaurant, like turning it into like elite restaurant. And I have a lot of ideas like that, turning certain lots into what like not what they usually are. So like the karaoke bar in the fashion district, I'm going to turn it into a fashion store, because it makes sense. The fashion district doesn't have a fashion store, so I thought that like that makes sense. So what I'm doing is creating like the Sims world where you use all the packs for everything. So like if I ever figure out how to like put it up for download, you would have to have all the packs, or else you'd have to make it Sims. I'm thinking of doing like a base game only family. I've done that before, and for some reason all the Sims turned out looking very malnourished, and I'm not quite sure why. It doesn't make much sense. Again, you'll notice that oftentimes I spend way too much time on the kids' rooms, because to me, like, the parents' rooms don't really need to be decorated, because let's be honest, when you're a parent, you don't really decorate your room. But I kind of want to do a let's play with Sammy and Salim, but I'm waiting until I finish my save, and who knows when that's gonna happen. Can you see why I'm like actually making videos out of this? Because it takes so long. Lil Simsy, who's someone I watch like all the time, she's the reason I started doing YouTube. She's remaking everything, like not renovating, remaking every single house, every single apartment, whatever. I guess I'm technically remaking apartments, but that's not really building or whatever. And I'm also putting laundry in every single one of the houses, so pray for me because I don't know why I did that. I only have one LP up right now. I did have one with a veterinarian, but that's just going to be a current household for me, and maybe I will do a current household of that if you guys think that'd be interesting. Her name's Charlie Baxter, and she at the moment has a boyfriend named Ty O'Reilly, and we're going from there. If you watched the last video, you'll know that I like made the couch be completely up against Salim's bed, and that turned out really cool, but this time I put it up against the counters. I really like situating things in really awkward and like weirdly placed things, and I've been trying to do builds like using different counters instead of like always using the same counters. I've been trying to like make my builds more different. Does that even sound right? More different? I don't know. And I've been trying to put more decorations into my builds because, like, I tend not to. I tend to just put in what I, like, need to survive, and then that's it. Funny story, when I first played The Sims, like, for the very first time, like, the first time I ever, like, opened up the game, I made my Sim self as, I'm pretty sure everyone always makes their Sim self when they first start playing. Like, I don't know, correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like that's what people do. And I made a grilled cheese, and set fire to my home and died. And look at me now, guys. I'm a YouTuber. I don't know. It's so insane. I'm worried about this voice recording cutting off because what I have to do is I have to export the video and like speed it up, and then I have to watch the video back and record it in the way that it's because I have a gaming laptop, and the way that it records, sometimes it'll just like cut me off when the video's done playing, and then I'm just like, I'm gonna cry if this doesn't stop. Yeah, one thing that I really is like a huge pet peeve of mine is like I love apartment builds, and again, this is like no fault of the game itself. It's just like how everything's situated. It drives me crazy when I'm trying to look at every single one of the walls, and I can't do that because like the walls are so close together, and so I can't ever like. For the life of me, I can never. It like just looks so jerky on the. Oh, that's a not great word to use. It just looks so weird on the recording, and I've found it like extremely difficult to deal with to like build around the pipes and everything. I'm starting to like lose my gosh darn mind with that. Like seriously, people, we get it. Like why are we still doing this? It's kind of ridiculous. And I'm obsessed with this desk because that's what my desk looks like at college. I'm sorry if I'm talking weird. I have my retainer in because I forgot it at college, and so like my teeth have started to look really weird, and so I was like freaking out. I'm like, I'm gonna wear it all the time at home during break. I have a week-long break, and I don't know why. I think it's because I have to fix a lot of things in the dorms, so maybe that's why. I have no idea, but I'm not gonna argue with it. I mean, it's for the first few days, like, I was just like, oh my gosh, for some reason I just, like, refused to build anything, and I was, like, frustrated, and, like, very ADHD, and I left my ADHD meds at school, and so I was like, I can't focus on anything, and so finally I got my meds, and now I've, like, got hyper awareness of everything, and I'm, like, constantly, like, I need to do something, I need to focus on something, so I've been doing that, and I really love these movie posters. Again, I use those in quite a few builds now that I'm actually trying to build things. If you actually have watched this channel before, like Bazerleans is probably the only one who can actually say she's watched the 100 Baby challenge I used to have, where I used a male sim as the heir. And I'm thinking of doing that again, but it's just so insanely difficult to do because you can literally get however many Sims pregnant you want, and I honestly do not know how to like handle it. So I don't know if I'm going to start that up again. I will keep you guys updated on that. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!